Well, that was actually perfectly timed and well tuned to the fact that I hadn't actually started up Cyberpunk yet. So it had that
Hey,
low rumble
hey,
it puts
everyone!
into the
Welcome to Info Flash.
opening for
Say,
no
did y'all
reason.
lose power yesterday too? Yeah, when the lights went out, there I was cooking dinner. Oh well.
Either way, thank you all once again for coming by. Thank you for joining me once again in the fluff pile. I'm your guy Yagwai here with the fluff. And I hope everybody's Monday is, well, let's be honest, going better than mine. Uh, don't know why, but I got in trouble at work today for being too busy doing my job to tell my boss I was doing my job because I needed to do my job and I was doing my job and didn't have time to tell him that I was doing my job. I don't know how to handle that. Ratio works. Thank you so much, Alter, again for the help and for both breaking and fixing my ratio. Yeah, I believe this is now golden. Uh, that was not meant to hang as long as it did, but I got into a war of words on Discord with somebody, and they just replied. Uh, Super related mayhem over on Quilby's server, so that's fun. Either way, it is Monday. It is Monday Night Metal, F the Police edition, and this is the last Monday before I was gonna say Thanksgiving, but that's not right. The other one. Uh, yeah, Capitalism Day. Christmas, even though Christ was probably born in July, if at all. I could use some puppy videos, but unfortunately there aren't any of those in Cyberpunk, so instead I just hope nobody's feeling sympathetic towards anybody that's at the end of my gun barrel. Spoiler alert, no mercy. Capitalism, ho! Before we begin, I did want to say, because I can't figure out how to set things up to go every other week on the schedule on Twitch, if you look at the schedule on Twitch, it says I'm streaming every Sunday. It's going to be every other Sunday. So not this Sunday. I'm actually going to be out and at the hanging with the friends I can tolerate in person. Um, for a holiday D&D get together, probably not actually playing D&D, but if so, alcohol will likely be involved. So I won't be streaming then. But next Sunday, the 2nd, is going to actually be the day I have chosen arbitrarily to do my 3D debut. I have to fix it every week? Yeah. I just put in the notes on the thing that, it's actually every other Sunday. So if anybody actually reads the streamer info tabs, which is rare, and then gets upset because I wasn't streaming this week, then they didn't read it well enough, in which case they're probably one of my customers. Um, but yeah, I will probably pick up the pace and start streaming Saturdays and or Sundays, doing, one or the other each week here in a bit, but I wanted to just sort of get into the process. And of course it went so well yesterday. I mean, the stream itself went well, but was also very jarring and emotionally draining. So yeah, not going to be here next Sunday. Sunday after that, though, I will be revealing my 3D model. Uh, I'm actually, after watching Doppel's stream, I'm tempted to look into getting some 2D art assets together, getting them commissioned to have a 2D model or 2D version to run through video tube. The thing I've been calling the thing this whole time, because honestly, she looked fan-freaking-tastic. Blinking, the movements, the fact that she chose good movement options for the expressions she was going with, like, that was all stellar. And I don't always want to be in front of the camera. And sometimes I may not have the energy to emote or remember to hit my emote hotkeys while talking right. Or maybe I just, really, really, really want to pick my nose. I don't know. Hey, Sitter, welcome, welcome, welcome. Schedule with a countdown timer, which is separate from Twitch's schedule. Yeah. I'm going to have to look into that further. I'll probably do that. Thank you. Thank you. If you say anything important, please put it in the Discord. I will not remember. I think brain-related malfunctions on stream is way more common than most people think. And honestly, the people who can be cohesive and on it like 100%, they have all of my awe and respect. Because even some of the best streamers I watch go absolute melon-brained. Yeah, like that. That's the announcements I have. Now, the debut stream is going to be, like I said, it's going to be January 2nd. The debut itself is not going to take up the whole stream. I don't know what I'll do past that. If there's enough people to talk, I'll, some talking, but otherwise I'll probably boot up a game or another. Be happy to take suggestions. However, either way, let's get on over to the game. Do-do-do. There we go. Thank you for loading. Why OBS? I'm actually impressed that my avatar loaded before the flowers went past. You have many suggestions. I'm sure you do, Cider. Jackbox is not a bad idea, I'll be honest. Jackbox is always a good option. You saw that, right? Where, like, half her face didn't load. Okay. You know what? Anyway, let's, turn in Psycho Killer. Because I can now meet with Regina. Let's call a motorcycle because they are faster. Let's just keep using the Apollo. I love it. It's cute. No, don't do this bullshit again. Come on. Ah. Hey, Doppel. That is perfectly fine. I know you are still recovering and, you streamed. Lurks are always appreciated. So long as I am talking to somebody other than myself, even if nobody's responding, so I'm functionally talking to myself. Also, hi darling, welcome back to the Fluff Pile. Ah. Fair enough, fair enough. Almost. Nope. Did not make that trade. But hit a fainting goat. Fuck you, car. Still Moro? Yeah, alright. Well, a few times Moro Rock is not playing Silverhand. Futuristic boxy smart car. Yeah, somebody pinned that it looks like my brother's Scion IQ, and now I can't unsee it. It hurts. That's cute. Floor 13. Of course she does. Of course she's on floor 13. Want to roll into an assassination with a smart car. That would be pretty cool. I mean, no one would suspect it. It's like, for the longest time when I carried a gun more frequently, had my concealed carry permit, I would, carry in a fanny pack covered in anime, badges. Not stickers. Patches. I was gonna say stickers, but for jackets. And I did that because nobody would suspect the guy walking around with a fanny pack covered in anime badges. Just said the word patches. Fuck. God. Of being armed.
Just that I'm truly floored by your dedication. You didn't kill a single cyber psycho. I know how
It's a
much
lot easier
easier
when
and
you have
simpler it
cyberware
can
that
be to
keeps you
take a
from
life
killing.
rather than save one. Really, V, nice work. Some of the cyber psychotic have started therapy. Even if they can't be saved, at least maybe we'll learn more about the disease. Because I refuse to believe it's just some kind of cyberware overload. Who
It's not.
knows? Maybe I'll learn enough to write a piece on it. But anyway, the reward is yours.
Thanks.
About cyberpsychosis? Not really, but thanks again for the help, V.
Alright. New pants. And a new vent. That gets really great gas mileage, silencer noises. Hope my DVR schedule's working. My show's on. Yeah. Right. So, Coxbolt, you and Jeannie are coming over for the weekend, right? Silencer noise. Because, I mean, you know, Jen, she's really hoping to meet up with you guys again. We play board games with the kids all the time. Operates Bolt. But she likes playing board games with adults. You know how big of a board game nut she is. And the kids, they just want to play Ticket to Ride and... Silencer noises. Either way, did you catch the game? Those are fucking awful. Let's just go ahead and break those now. And I'm not going to be happy with the vest. Trauma Team pouches. I mean, okay. It's got pockets. That's a vast improvement over most girl clothes. But, going back to the jacket. Mr. and Mrs. Smith post-credits. I really actually need to see that. I slept on that one. I didn't really think it'd be good. Oh, it's that guy. I'm not talking to him. Fuck that guy.
Knight in shining armor.
Yeah!
My damsel in distress.
What do you want?
I want to go back into the elevator, but you just made this fucking awkward, buddy.
How about a smile for me, princess?
How about this? Huh?
At least you haven't blown your brains out. Say that's progress.
Progress? You call this progress?
Oh my god, this is why I didn't want to get caught in a conversation. Yeah, fuck you. You're prettier when you smile. I mean, not by much, you're still an ugly piece of shit, but... In the elevator, V, Jesus. We're not that thick. I've heard that it is very much worth a watch. I've know a couple people who swear by it, but they're not necessarily the people who really have, in my opinion, good opinions on anything. Shit taste is what I was looking for. That's the phrase. They don't even know what Twitch is, so they're sure as hell not watching me stream. But it did look like it would be at least fun. They fuck a house to pieces while dodging assassinations. It's fun but absurd. I mean, Hitman's Bodyguard was kind of like that, and it was fucking great. Which, need to see the sequel to that, too. Okay, so... Conspiracies or cop? What do you guys think? Conspiracy or cop? conspiracy? Alright. Let's go check what the paralysis is. I love how the handling does not at all change in the rain. I would have made that if it weren't for that freaking Honda Odyssey. Blow him the fuck up. I know there's gun turrets on this bridge. Also love the fact that it's covered, but it's done so very poorly. I missed my turn. Hey, thanks. I appreciate the assist there, buddy. It's the opposite of what that minivan did. You get to live. I'm gonna blow up the next minivan I see out of spite. I mean, a movie does not have to be fine art to be worth my attention. Mando's still one of my favorites. But it also just can't necessarily be shit. Well, I mean, I say that. No, actually, I take that back. I own 2 different copies of The Room. I own a copy of Coney, Montana. I have Don't Breathe 2 on Blu-ray. Yeah, never mind. I can't. I gotta walk that back. At least those are very entertaining shit. They are fantastic train wrecks. In the case of Coney, Montana, is also incredibly racist if it weren't done by an entire cast of minorities. Well, no, still racist, but not stupidly. Good God, that movie. God, I have to hit the call box? You don't recognize me by now?
We're upstairs.
No
Thanks.
shit. I just don't have to call the fucking elevator. Also Dolomite. Dolomite's fucking amazing. I remember introducing one of my young black friends to Dolomite. He was texting his mom what he was watching.
Something happened?
I failed
Come
you
on.
as a parent if you
Jeff
don't
will
actually
explain
know this
everything.
movie.
He's just about done prepping for the debate. I've rescheduled all his meetings out of the office today. The office meaning here, so nobody will
talking
bother
about
us.
the cornerstone of
Well,
my platform.
bother us at doing
I'm not
what,
doing a U-turn just
exactly?
because Night Court.
You'll know in a minute.
No, I'm not sucking anyone's dick just so they can fuck me in the ass!
I mean, if you do the
I
sucking
gotta
first.
go. Make the amendments, we'll powwow later. V, glad you could make it.
Jefferson.
Grab a seat, please. I'll explain why I asked you to come over. We've had a break-in. Not the usual kind, though.
So unusual how?
A couple of days back, dead of night, something wakes me. A noise. I grab my pistol and come out of the bedroom. See a
American.
stranger. He looks like he's about to reach for it, so I pull the trigger.
Nail him?
No idea. My head started spinning and I passed out. No trace of him the morning after. I'd like you to find him. Find out what he wanted.
Why me, of all people? Wouldn't rather have a detective look into it?
Prefer to use tried and tested contacts.
Can't blame you.
Former mayor's death? You unraveled that mystery. I trust you'll be
I mean,
able
I
to
did
crack
that
this
with the
one as
detective.
well.
Notify the
Which if
badges
you cock
yet?
block me on this detective,
We don't want any buzz around this. No attention, whatever.
You know, NCPD's full of people who like the occasional stray Eddie.
If we reported a break-in, the media descend on us like a swarm of locusts.
No badges. Gotcha.
I like
Of
the fact
course,
that her
we
clothes
notified
say
SSI about
2077,
the
but the
incident.
haircut says 1980.
Our private security.
Intruder, take anything? Break anything?
Nothing missing.
I haven't noticed any damage either. Jeff must have scared him off before he could do anything.
Said you passed out?
That's right. Just after I fired.
What then?
Nothing. I woke up in bed the next morning. Killer headache to boot.
Any idea how you made it back to your bed?
Nope. None. Elizabeth's at a loss too.
What did the intruder
I mean,
look
that's
like?
not uncommon.
I
Wake
can't
up,
remember much. It was
shoot at
dark.
somebody, go back to
He was
bed.
wearing some sort of mask. Or was it an implant? Couldn't really get a good look at him.
Elizabeth didn't see him either?
I slept through the whole thing. Election season takes its toll on you.
Either your husband is husband of the year and put a suppressor on that so he doesn't wake you. You sleep like
Security
a damn
look
corpse.
into this? Say anything?
This is where things get a little weird.
They claim there's no sign of a break-in or of a shot being fired.
Security cams didn't record anything. Guard outside didn't see or hear anything.
They suggested Jeff must have had a bad dream.
Convenient answer.
Liz gave security the day off so I could call you in.
This security outfit, SSI. Who are they?
Been on the market the last 15 years. They have clients across the city. If memory serves, they came recommended. An acquaintance. You think SSI might be behind this?
That or someone hiding behind SSI. Anyone come to mind readily?
Walden Holt? He did kill the last mayor.
And the polls do have him trailing Jeff.
But it could be anyone, really.
Jeff has many enemies, a lot of them powerful. We could sit here naming names all day.
I see.
That's why I called you, V. I need you to find out what the hell's going on.
Wouldn't mind taking a look around the apartment.
Of course. Liz can give you the tour. Gotta run to a meeting. As soon as you learn anything, let me know.
You know, the last person who touched me on the shoulder got crucified. I'm just saying.
Come on. Let me show you around.
Right behind you.
We can start where Jeff spotted our uninvited guest.
And no, folks, he didn't shoot at the
I have
housekeeper.
to admit, sometimes I get fed up with all of this.
Politics?
So far, we've managed to effectively turn down offers to work with Night Corp, Biotechnica, Arasaka.
So far, you say?
If Jeff can get elected without owing anybody, favors or otherwise, that'd be the real victory. Jeff's office. Control room, storage, and flea market crammed into one.
Vote for Paralysis.
We're paying the staffers and for the campaign out of pocket. And we keep all the campaign stuff here. It's cheaper that way.
Tight bites. You and Jeff must be putting in serious overtime.
Elections. You don't even have time to think about food, so you just order whatever's quickest. But yes, it's true, Jeff hasn't eaten anything else recently.
It's the pizza. It's been drugged. It's clearly the only pizza.
Seems a happy fam. That your daughter?
Sachi. Oh, we miss her. Her studies took her abroad.
Huh, where to?
Europe. An excellent school. She'll get a good education. I know it's an ocean away, but with Jeff running for mayor, it's just safer this way.
Out again. Oh, the
Bloodstains. Not quite scrubbed clean. Where's the blood from? It yours?
I'm 100% sure it's not ours. Maybe the intruders?
Probably.
Ah, scan, you bastard.
Bullet holes. Cocked up. Someone tried to patch up the bullet holes. Assuming neither of you had anything to do with this.
No, of course not.
The angle of that makes it pretty shallow. He would have been partway in the hallway before he spotted somebody well into the hallway.
Iron.
This is where we sleep.
This Jeff's?
Mine, actually. But yes, that's
V?
the one Jeff
V,
used that night.
Consider this your lucky day. If you hear Pacifica calling, you make sweet love to it, that is.
Got something for me?
Well, it's like I said. Whatever you're peddling, the VDBS are just not in the market. But they have another task that needs doing, so I volunteered you. Do it well, and you'll get your audience with Brigitte.
Okay. So who do I talk to and how?
Hit the chapel
So
on Sloan.
unprofessional to take a
Look
call
for the
while on a
altar
job, I know.
inside. Someone will touch you, nod to you. Something spooky.
Got it. Thanks. Mind if I take a look around?
Be my guest.
Wedding pic? Interesting backdrop.
I wanted blue roses, so we ordered a whole truckload.
Blue roses. You sure? Roses in this picture look pretty red to me.
Oh, of course, you're right. They didn't have blue roses, I forgot.
This is suspicious, and not just because of the fact that there isn't a... Taking your drugs, I need to make bullets. He's a synth. He might be. But so could you. Are you programmed to say that? Oh, this is the office.
You and Jefferson have come a long way. To get from Haywood all the way here, it's no easy thing.
Yes. If you aren't born with a silver shard, your chances are slim. And if you're born in Haywood, they're almost non-existent.
Voodoo Boys yet? Not yet. Imagine, take care of yourself, don't want you to end up like Ev. Improvement. No changes, trapped deep in her brain somewhere, must be going through hell. See ya. Gotta run. That is sad. Sag, as the kids say. Stairwell, we'll go through that later. Always sweep one floor at a time, folks. Whoever got shot the fuck up came this way.
Broken?
It was fine a couple days ago. We rarely use it, though.
Don't be fooled by foreign propaganda. Get the latest, trusted scoop on Night City, only on N64 News.
that's interesting. It's the entire television screen is incredibly
No fucking
terrifying.
clue. Felt kinda good, but weird, like tripping on acid.
That happened to the screen a lot. Or to any of the others.
I don't understand.
What just happened a second ago? Didn't see it?
No? What?
Never mind.
Yeah, this is actually
Why is
my
this door
first time
Where? There's no
without a
door
hacker,
here.
so I'm kind of
Scanner's
curious.
showing something different.
Wait. You mean here?
Right here.
Right,
It's closed.
Right, this
Previous
this
owners
thing
left
here.
over, maybe.
No. Open it. Somehow, please.
Alright.
Maybe it's worth checking their office downstairs. Jesus Christ.
Think we're safe. Weird hardware. What's it for? Hey.
Oh.
I don't think I know
Connected
you.
to the wall-mounted
I'm Claire.
screens.
You might not remember.
Wonder where else these
Bartender
cables
at the
run.
afterlife.
Under my own
Uh-oh.
roof.
Wonder how long they've been keeping this from you.
Bar has a buzz about you
Too
lately.
long. This
The
ends
Merc is
now.
reliable,
I'm not
gets
letting
things
any more of
done.
those freaks set
And since
foot.
I need help,
Ugh,
Okay.
my head.
need a driver for
Something
street
wrong?
races. Drop
Don't
by
worry
my
about
auto
me.
shop. I'll tell you more.
Do what you have to do.
Your garage. Where is it?
In Arroyo, on Valley.
So that was
Lovely
actually a
spot, can't
way more
miss it.
interesting conversation when I was having two at the same
Try
time.
not to.
If I'm not there when you arrive, just hang. I'll show up after my shift at the after.
Okay. See you, Claire.
Get a job while on a job. You're like, yo dog, I heard you like jobs. Operation Condon, entry 987. Typical behavior, target exceeds acceptable variation range. Alpha has started using stimulants, most likely due to heightened stress induced by recent events. Hereby authorize amplification of neural dampening. 993. Subject Alpha requested assistance from a local mercenary over the objection of Security Chief Wallace. This qualifies as an extreme behavioral anomaly, and the general stability of Subject Alpha is in question. Emergency maintenance is requested. By the way, the conversation that we kind of had a conversation over was just her having a freak out about the fact that there's a secret room full of surveillance gear in her house. Plus she was getting a pretty bad headache from it. Request to proceed with Condon. Target Alpha has been approved. Joint maneuver to be conducted with Team Orange. Mercenary contracted by Alpha has appeared on site. Field agents from Tier Orange have successfully avoided contact. Orange reports the mercenary does not pose any threat to the operation. Oh, bitch, please. An extreme behavioral deviation occurred while conducting planned maintenance procedures. Field Agent Blue 66 Mike was severely injured by Target Alpha and evacuated by Teams Orange and Black. Operation Suspension Protocol has been initiated and only Team Orange is to remain on site. Team Black will continue observation until normal operations can be resumed, which will not occur before the audit and report summary from Team Blue. It's still not escape. Fluffy. Darling. It's still not escape.
Use meds. Intruder make a beeline here after Jeff tagged him?
Talking to yourself again?
More and more. Ever since this terrorist started stalking me.
Ceiling, or to the roof, I should say. Interesting little. Rewiring synaptic pathways. Future of neurotechnology. 21st century heralded a worldwide revolution in neurotechnology. We as a society can no longer imagine existence without technologically heightened senses, enhanced memory capacity, and pain modulators. And I could use that last one. By linking our neural systems with computer chips, we are capable of learning complex skill sets in seconds, then subsequently forgetting them again the instant they are removed. Today, after nearly 80 years of increasingly incorporating these technologies into our daily lives, we must now ask ourselves what comes next. In recent years, academic community has reignited discussions of possible new methods to influence brain plasticity. This is some ominous shit in this room. It is possible to create permanent neural pathways using coprocessors. Can we expect a breakthrough regarding dopaminergic data manipulation in our lifetimes? Stop making up words, or if you do, make up less terrible ones. If so, what will be the consequences? The probable emergence of commercially viable artificial neurotransmitters would undoubtedly reshape the health science field, yet would simultaneously induce a potentially destructive tool to most governments and corporations. We already have those. They're called antidepressants. The field of plasticity manipulation remains in its infancy, but most experts agree we should prepare for a future in which such neurological rewiring will become as commonplace as the cybernetic implants used so pervasively today. My apologies. Studies should begin exploring now how science can adapt our bodies, to optimize the effects of this technology while minimizing its abuse and potential unwanted side effects. Yeah, because doing more studies into it is going to minimize the abuse of a technology like. Already used that system. Let's follow the cables. Up. You reached for it. Up. I mean, we don't really need the cables at this point to point us to it. There's this...
Odd. Tech's practically prehistoric, but doesn't look older than a day.
Saw something like this back in the war. Transmitters. Militech was using them. Short-range UHF. Signal only travels line of sight, but it can't be intercepted.
Line of sight. Let's look around. See if we can't spot where our receiver's camping out.
Yeah, it's right over there.
Got a vision on our receiver. Black van parked next to it. Gotta be our winner. Transmitter's within reach of our mystery van. Wonder if Elizabeth has ever seen the car.
Come on. Actually impressed by the amount of work I got done without having to use net running.
Liz, this is way bigger than we thought. Jeff's entire campaign could be threatened.
Let me worry about the race. Just tell me what you managed to find.
There's a transmitter on the roof. Seems to be conveying a signal to a van out front. Know who it might be?
We never set up any transmitter. And I don't know a thing about any van, but my guess is it's SSI's.
You also don't remember setting
Well,
up a
could
secret
be.
surveillance room.
Tech they're using seems unconventional, though.
Do you plan to check it?
Yeah. About to pay him a personal visit.
I'll wait here. Just don't tell Jeff anything for now, okay?
Sure, whatever. I'll call him once I know something
Sure,
more
whatever.
substantial.
That's fine. Just remember, it's the busiest time for Jeff right now. You can always come and talk to me.
Fine. I'll keep that in mind.
I don't think I even missed any clues. I think that was actually pretty solid research. Because it was a hallway. Computer. Okay. Oh, it is. I have no sequence to upload. I guess I'm not hacking that then. Oh. Yep, checked out that. Alright, let's jet and hit that van. Go see whose AP Chimo van is attached to that transmitter. Also, how many jobs am I... Beast and Me is actually a pretty good series. Also, I don't like the fact that it automatically says, don't remember. Claire's a sweetie. She served you a Jackie Wells. You should remember her.
How about we take the wheels, V? That van could give us a slip any second.
Yeah? Thank you, that's what I was planning. I'll see you land. How dare you get in my way? Get on motorcycle, dagnabbit.
We are about to find out.
And that's a
Don't
fast
lose
van.
them, V.
Oh, now you're interested.
We could expose a Corpo conspiracy here, V. I'm telling you. They could be Corpo's spies, or who the fuck knows what.
Look, if you don't want me to lose them, just let me blow them up. But no, I can't use a weapon while on a motorcycle. I'm not ramming a Militech freaking transport off the road with this thing. Though it's super duper obvious I'm following it. Worst tail ever. And again, they saw me and bolted, so they probably knew it anyway. Hey, thank you, truck. Appreciate that.
Do not fucking...
Did that without running anybody over. I call that a win. Considering I can't make tight turns without running someone over half the time.
You look at politicians and see a curated display, but behind the scenes it's all-out war. Citizens don't choose their representatives.
Then who?
The key players, string pullers. They spy on all the paralyses, look for weak spots,
They're taking
blackmail,
us into
rig
Northside.
elections.
It's cannoned well, Johnny.
Oh, please. We come from Northside. Also, really don't need the monologue there, Johnny. Nobody cares about who pulls the strings. Also, you've already told me that one. Oh! That's not what I was going for, but okay. Don't know how that guy exploded, but alright. Fucking love speedwear.
Hold on! Gotta reload!
How dare you set me on fire?
We got it!
Spoiler alert, you didn't. You didn't got her.
You're mocked and you know it!
Yeah, you know what? I'm really getting tired of that being set on fire bullshit. Need to find their net runner and keep him from running nets. Okay, that... Well, I found the net runner, but he's got a fucking shotgun. Okay. Let's try that firefight again without, you know, having to spend time getting off your motorcycle to get into the firefight. Get off here. Spot me with a hole in your face.
Come on out. We could be friends. You're here. I know you are. Watch out. Someone's working. It's just a matter of time.
There we go. I don't know why that did bio damage, but okay.
Oh, no, don't make
Alright,
sense.
now it's on.
Ah!
But that's also without their freaking net runner.
Don't be getting soft on me now.
Well, okay then.
I swear I won't do anything to you.
A lot better this time around.
I'll be your friend.
Only friend I need is iron. And there's another netrunner. We're doing way better at not being set on fire this time. Just like 10 out of 10. That is all of the baddies. And... yep. Maelstrom. Means they don't count as people. Ah! Fantastic. Back. 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 Not calling anybody. Button I pressed, but thank you. Guy I rendered unconscious with a rocket launcher. You know, like you do. And then the courtyard is just full of deadies. Sup? Sup? Up. Up. Got a couple of netrunners with them. That is unfortunate. Thankfully, they all got dropped before they became an issue. That does also explain why I was set on fire so much and so quickly. Functional gameplay reason for capping them like that. Can I get back up? Nope. I have cyberware installed. Let's see here. It's in my cyber optics. It is the target analysis. All my weapons are non-lethal, which is it's hilarious because it's not just weapons. It's literally any damage tagged by the pro tag is non-lethal. So if I shoot an explosive barrel, and that barrel explodes, that counts as my kill. So it knocks them unconscious instead. Running people over with my car, non-lethal. And I'm just going around killing them because Maelstrom's freaking awful. Bunch of technophilic cyberwar cultists who literally worship cyberware. And will abduct people off the streets to experiment with wear.
Pierced it, we're in.
Or because it's fun.
Couldn't ask the NCPD for better records than this.
Pictures, medical records. Vulnerability to neuroplasticity. It's some kind of database. Brain scans, the paralysis, biological casts, neuroplasticity.
Yep, non-lethal.
What about that?
My
the blue shit.
Fresh neural links. They're not spying
arm-mounted,
they're fucking with their heads.
projectile gun,
Mean to say
the
someone's
thing that
literally
launches,
controlling
eats
our
incendiary
upstanding
explosive
politicians'
incendiary
minds?
rounds at people. All non-lethal.
Red blots are memory residue in the hippocampus region. See how they're bleeding into the blue?
So what are we looking at?
They're planting new memories in their heads, modifying their personalities. This is big shit, Johnny.
Fuck me.
Got other guinea pigs besides the paralysis, too.
Quick, download the data. Whoever comes looking for it, that's your suspect.
Shit! They're wiping the data. We've been made. Now they know someone's been in their database.
Wonder if they also know who.
The fun part is when you have the, you hit him with your car, and then backed up and did it again. Non-lethal, Your Honor. Well, backing up and hitting him again does actually count as lethal, which is why I killed all of these people with a second shot. I don't like Maelstrom. My rating of trash gangs pretty much goes Scavs. Maelstrom on the same line as Wraiths. And then that's pretty much it. Everybody else is acceptable to a degree. Tiger Claws are really, really high on the... really, really pushing that line, but... Wow, that van is a Maelstrom goon. See? That's how bad their cyber technology
Jam-packed with hardware. My
obsession
optics
is.
don't see any manufacturer info or detect any mods. They don't mass
Street gang
produce
tier
trucks
list.
like those.
Yeah.
What are they doing? What are they hiding?
Earjacking.
Scavs are F list.
Huh. Could be
F.
a security firm or government.
Maelstrom
Media
and
scouting
the
for
Wraiths
dirt on the
are...
paralysis?
Did I leave you alive, or are you just... Stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Still doing it. Maelstrom and Wraiths are definitely D. Like D minus. They're just outside of F's because Scavs, aside from being 99.9% of the Russians in this city. Put it away. Put away button. I'm hitting the put away button. Also just abduct people off the streets and sell them for organs and cyberware. They are literally human shoppers. Maelstrom is only slightly better in that they usually don't sell them, but they will abduct people and implant stuff. Let's get this call out of the way.
V, do you have any news?
Gonna want to sit down for this. It's way bigger than we thought.
What is?
You're being brainwashed. Literally. They've scanned your minds and now using some kind of conditioning to...
Wait, not on the Hollow.
Right. I'll come by.
No. You and I, we need to speak.
Got a Delta. Later.
Combat from where? Oh, well. Speaking of scavs. See? Russian. Just don't trust a Russian in Night City.
Back to our chat.
I know a little ramen place in Japantown. Sending you the coordinates.
Right. See you there.
But you see, I'm gonna look like the asshole because I'm the one who just dropped out of the sky and started executing people at a rave. But if I didn't do that, these people would have been picked up by the scavs and sold for parts. Wraiths are also D. They are... I'd put them mildly better than Maelstrom, because while they are all outcasts from nomad gangs, they're at least mostly... Oh, come on, there we go. Lived? Congratulations. Mostly keep their stuff to nomads. Mostly. At the very least, they are largely outside of the city, so people who mess with them, kind of, or people who get into their territory, kind of know they're already outside of protection anyway. So you get what you get when you are gonna be up at a, when you are outside city limits. Like, it's just, that's the hazard. Them's the brakes. Tiger Claws, I'd put at D+ or C-. They're mostly incompetent, largely dying out. Probably going to get replaced by the Yakuza proper instead of being cat's paws for the Yakuza. But when they are operating, they are abusing sex workers, doing a lot of human trafficking. They're just pretty shitty. Well, that was a quick drive. Let's just go ahead and... That explains the gunfire, by the way. I do like the fact that even aiming, I am less accurate than I am... or moving than I am walking. Or standing still. Goodness. Enjoy your lurk, Cider. Enjoy your lurk. Glad to have you here. And some mild inflammation persists. Need to call my doctor. Got some inflammation off of Maelstrom. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna put Mox at C, just because we don't get the chance to deal with them as a gang as much as the tragic heroine protagonist allies. They're poorly written, and they're the default, like, hookers of Old Town from Sin City. There's not much to them. Animals are probably pull up the B tier, because animals are pretty awful, but they're a booster gang. They mostly just work on juicing themselves, to be honest. They're not really a big issue. They are down to commit whatever crimes available, but I mean, that just makes them average for a gang. A tier would probably be the Voodoo Boys. They are religious zealots and ideologues worshipping data constructs and artificial intelligences, but they also keep to themselves and don't cause trouble for the most part. They're hard to catch. They're almost a syndicate in and of themselves. I respect that. They're the only ones in this town that are subtle. But the only true S-tier gang is, of course, NCPD. Because they can teleport right the fuck behind you the second you accidentally catch somebody with a stray bullet. Or run them over repeatedly. Don't think I left anybody out. Oh, but as far as non-lethal goes, hacking with a non-lethal mod gets pretty hilarious. This is the really? This is the ramen shop you go to. Wow, like this is where we got abducted. State-funded teleporting gang. Yeah, yeah. But with net running, it's pretty great because on the top end you've got hacks like detonate grenade, where you just cause a grenade on the person to explode. Or suicide, where you cause them to drop their primary weapon, pull a pistol or a knife if they were melee, and execute themselves. Those are non-lethal if you're using the non-lethal cyberware mod. So it's quite common to be able to cause somebody to shoot themselves in the head and see them writhing around on the ground, clutching their face. And be fine and unconscious. It's the best thing ever. Okay, seriously, this place is crawling with claws. This is where you want to meet up?
Hey. Will you sit? Please? Thank you for coming.
Haven't yet. Doing your job before I meet up with Cop. Officer Hottie.
Why are we meeting here and not at your pad?
Because I have something to confess. In private. Not in front of Jeff.
Okay, confess away.
I'm sorry. My nerves are shot. I can't gather my thoughts.
It's
Wasn't
not
that
your
long
nerves
ago we last met?
being reprogrammed.
Something happened since then?
No, I mean, something did happen, though not recently. It's a long story. I don't quite know how to tell you. Where to even start?
Relax. No
At the
need to
beginning.
rush.
Start at the beginning.
A while ago, I started noticing some changes in Jeff's behavior. His personality, he seemed to be changing right in front of me. Becoming someone else.
How so?
He stopped reading, forgot the title of his favorite movie. Even his musical taste changed overnight. Once, I said we should visit his brother's grave, and he told me that he'd been an only child. That's when I started thinking something bad was happening.
If I did that right, you did not just hear me.
Insidious. And not just with Jeff.
Notice any changes in yourself?
After some time, on several occasions, my friends pointed out that I was acting strangely.
Oh, that must have been hard.
It was. You know, it's at times like those you start to question reality.
So the whole time you knew what I could end up finding?
I don't know who, how, or why, but they're changing us. That concealed room in our apartment.
What about it?
I'm sure I'd seen it before, but must have somehow forgotten. I find that terrifying.
Oh, shit.
Mentioned any of this to Jeff?
I tried. I did. But he's blinded to everything. He just laughed, said I was imagining things. He once brought up a vacation that we never went on. Swear to God. He went on about it in such detail, I almost started believing him.
Could be just you who forgot. Maybe they just wiped the trip from your memory.
Hell, I don't know anymore. Don't you get that?
I get that. It's really messed up, sister.
Haven't told me the whole story yet, have you?
I saw a stranger in our apartment one night tinkering with the monitors. But I was in such a state by then that I didn't know if I could trust my own eyes.
So, you didn't do anything?
I don't remember what happened. I talked to security the next morning.
Let me guess. Cams didn't pick anything up.
The guy just shrugged and said I must have dreamt it. He showed me the recording, of course. I felt like a lunatic. And then, the next day, I got a call.
Who was it?
Them. Whoever they are. There was a garbled voice on the other end. He never introduced himself.
And? Cut some kind of deal with them?
No. I was told that our perfect lives could fall apart at any minute. That I have my husband's safety to think about. After, there was no record of the call. It was as if it had never happened. So I'm begging you, V. Jefferson can't find out about any of this. Ever. His life depends on it.
What if you're just saying what they programmed you to say? Just reading off a script based on thoughts planted in your head.
All I know is, I love my husband, and I want him to be safe, and happy.
Or that's what they want you to know.
You know what Jeff will do if you tell him? I know my husband. He'll start looking on his own. He can't find out about this. It'd destroy him.
You think if I tell him everything that he'll go and pick a fight he can't win?
I don't just think, I know. One thing hasn't changed. Jeff's still a fighter.
And he'll go down
He
swinging.
never multi-classed.
So how do we play this?
I'm going to tell Jeff that SSI was spying for his rival, Holt. You just need to confirm what I say.
Truly prepared to fire SSI? After the threats? It'd be brave, but risky as all get out.
What they're doing to us is one thing, but when you found that concealed room, I can't accept strangers spying on us while we sleep. Not under my own roof.
What
You have to go to your
difference does it make
OnlyFans
where?
for that shit.
I'll take full responsibility for anything SSI goes on to do. I'm just asking you not to get Jefferson involved.
Mm-hmm.
I'll add a meeting in Reconciliation Park to Jeff's schedule. He'll be waiting. Since I can't know if I'll remember this conversation tomorrow, I'm counting on you not to forget what I asked of you.
I won't. But that's all I can promise.
Goodbye, V.
Goodbye, only sane crazy lady I've
Whole
ever met.
thing's fucked up, huh? Wouldn't want to be in her pants. Speaking of, overlapping
That's the
memories,
one
changing
woman you wouldn't want to get
personalities.
into someone's pants.
Remind you of anything? But hey, at least we know what we're up against.
So, in my pants, what would you do?
Some real rat bastards behind this. Someone's got to take them down.
Even by risking the paralysis' lives?
Fuck knows what kind of shit a mayor controlled by puppet masters could pull. But yeah, you could end up putting their lives at risk. Or not. Tough choice, V.
Yep. Not about to risk other people's lives. I was gonna punch that guy to death, but I can't actually draw a weapon here. So that just sounded weird. I apologize.
Glad you could clear your scouts.
Yeah, it's actually quite interesting to use especially to use the suicide hack on a cyber psycho. Especially the sniper duels, because there are cyber psychos who are sniper specialists, and they will drop their rifle, pull a handgun, shoot themselves, not do enough damage to take themselves out because they're a mini-boss, not pick up the rifle because they're currently equipped with a handgun, and just keep shooting at you with a handgun over sniper distances. It's great. It's hilarious. And if you aren't sniper spec, it's a legitimate strategy. So this is one of my favorite jobs just because of how messed up. Oh, come on, what? Who now? I could just keep driving, but I'm not gonna. Screw you. And your camera. I said, and your camera. Seriously, I was going nowhere near you guys. Literally turned at this corner. Or... yeah, turned. But you just had to go and piss in my Cheerios and call it Apple Jacks. Not cool, guys. Not cool. So what's going on in this thread anyway? Need some ammo anyway. You know what? Let's go ahead and get some sneak points, because now that I've gone and loudly executed people in the middle of the street, if I go and take this guy's body and dump it in here, it counts as stealth XP. Put away. Put away! Really hate that part of the controls. Toss you. A good amount of XP too, really. Nothing says stealth like picking up a headless body from right by the street. People are driving by. Full view of the public. And then just tossing it into a box. Again, in full view of the public. In fact, let's do it twice. Absolute master of sneaky sneak. And you know what? Really? Arm cannon? Really? Arm cannon? You get to live this time, motorcycles. This time. So yeah, really like this story arc because it sets up a lot of implications in the background that, as a world builder and game master myself, since I was like 12 for that matter, and somebody who's run Cyberpunk really successfully, just hits all the right spots. Just, it's delicious. And depending on the ending we get, it gets better with these yahoos that are messing with the paralysis disease. In fact, call a vehicle with a trunk. You got a trunk, right, Batmobile? It's not what I meant.
What a darling!
Hello, S5 Ashes. Thank you for following. Oh, it's a front trunk, a frunk. Okay. Welcome into the fluff pile. Other small streamers and giving them follows and using channel points. Have a good day. I don't have channel points yet, but I appreciate the follow. And welcome in. Just dumping way too many guns into the Batmobile that we stole from a cave. Also, I'm glad I changed that notifier because that was very distinct. Right up until I accelerate, this thing handled so well right up until I hit the gas a little bit. Still, as far as four wheels go, not bad. Not bad handling. I can buy that. You know what? That looks nice. I'll just leave you parked there while I buy that. Honkin' Doom van. Ooh, a call from an unknown number.
Yeah?
It doesn't matter what you tell him. It doesn't matter what you think of doing or do. You can't change anything.
What?
We know who you are. We know what you are. We know what you want. You are playing with fire. Don't dare cross the line.
Fuck.
Yes. Indeed. Fables from there is leave somewhere. I was told there was a suspicious individual from the auspicious them
Hello, V.
in view.
Need to talk.
Yes, I know. Elizabeth filled me in. Sounds like I was right to hire a professional.
Elizabeth, what did she tell you, exactly?
Didn't get specific. Just that SSI was spying for that son of a bitch Holt. Guess you got more, though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk his life.
Strange as it may sound, don't got much.
There's gotta be something. You didn't find any hard evidence?
Well, one thing led to another, and some lead was fired.
No shit. Between you and those spies?
Burned to a crisp in their own van. Managed to squeeze one of them before... He confessed, but his word isn't worth jack now.
Damn. All right. I'll handle things from here.
Meaning...
First, I'm gonna win this damn election. Then, I'll find the motherfucker who spied on us. And if it was Holt, I'll find every last speck of dirt on him and bury him under the heap.
Well, then... good luck.
You'll get your fee soon. You already got my gratitude. Goodbye, V.
Yeah, not telling him he's been
So,
brainwashed.
Thoughts?
Not a bad idea.
Somehow I doubt it's people who are behind this.
So aliens?
Very funny. You're too young to remember this, but not so long ago, people talked about rogue AIs prowling cyberspace.
So, not aliens.
Doesn't matter who or what. Our guy's outmatched. They can do whatever they want. He's fucked, V.
Yep. There you are. Mr. Blue Eyes. Oh. Actually shoot at him. That is disappointing. Well, he gets the point. Said put away. Oh, did not say draw a weapon. Never say draw additional weapons, though. Need to quickly make some more bullets. Normally, a couple hundred rounds of ammo would be fine, but... sometimes takes quite a few bullets to put somebody down. Okay, so that was that gig, and that's actually... that's pretty much where it ends. Isn't the most satisfying one, to be honest, but... at least as far as conclusions go.
Don't waste your money on counseling. Only Mr. Stud can save your marriage.
It says a lot about the world, and that, I think, above all else, is probably the Hot Radio Pepcac. The biggest thing on this game is that the world building, the atmosphere, it's all 100%, 1,000%. It's top notch. Like I said, I played a lot of Cyberpunk. I've run Cyberpunk, read Cyberpunk, lived, breathed, and will probably die Cyberpunk. And this Night City, yeah, it's 50 years in the future, and the map is changed because of, well, the nuke. But it's still absolutely Night City. In fact, I love the fact that the map changed, but there's still recognizable parts to it. It's exactly what would happen when you lose a big chunk of your city. And when parts fall into decay super hard. This is a very chunky truck. I mean, we've walked through some apartment buildings that are still occupied, people are still paying rent in, that have fallen in. Entire walls have sloughed off of it like hot cheese. Laying in the cold. Hey!
The opening numbers. Stevenson's a hit.
Congrats, I guess.
You were great. Forget all that shit I said to you. Eddie's will hit your pocket soon. And should I mention there'll be a bonus? Enjoy.
Well, cool. I guess I crucified somebody well enough. Anyway. Sitting in the cold, filthy rain, the only thing that washes the city clean. That just washes onto the people. And you should have landed, see what happens in high places. Don't give a fuck. I am not working for you again. Unless the job's interesting, then I suppose I am, but only because the job's interesting, and not because I like you, Baka. Spoiler alert, she's detestable. And V would say exactly that if she knew what detestable meant. But I have a feeling she do not. Rock, welcome in, darling. Welcome back to the fluff pile. We are just about to go meet up with Officer Lunkhotty of the NCPD Thought Police at his place.
I think it was here.
Hurry up and wait. I mean, okay, it's like
Everything's
4 in the morning right now, but that kind of makes sense. Literally spending half a day just leaning against a barrel. Let's see here. Vila has confirmed that what you said about Holt infiltrating our security system. Fired the whole team and we're looking for a new place since the old one's infested with bugs. Always knew Holt played dirty, but he's taken the game to a whole new level. Hiring you was risky, but I'm glad I trusted my gut. Maybe after the elections I'll have more work for you. Good luck out there, V. Took a gamble when I hired you, but I'm glad I went with my gut. You already said that. I'm deleting this account. Holt's people might have already tapped it. Good luck. Thank you, V. Sometimes all you need in this city is a little luck. Contact not found.
Oh, hey.
So I've just been leaning against this barrel the whole time,
Hey, how's it going?
and they just now noticed me. My stealth is that solid. It's afternoon.
Glad you're here. I need your help cooking.
What's on the menu?
Jambalaya. Come on.
Oh, that's right. I don't have my VR program killing my video. I can actually turn my graphics up.
You can stir the meat.
Soy meat. Okay.
Yeah, I can maybe put it to meat.
This an ancient Ward family secret?
Cyber jambalaya.
Onions, paprika, thyme. Just need to mince some celery and garlic. But you stir, please. Stir.
I'm stirring.
Bet my socks you've never had better jambalaya.
How's Randy holding up?
Press F to stir.
He's looking for his old self. Physically, though, it'll be a long road before he's back to full health.
And mentally? That was some experience.
What Harris did to him, fucked as this might sound, might have helped the kid. Could be wrong, but feels like a clean break for him.
Your immersion is shattered by pressing F to stir.
Honestly, thought you were kidding about the cook-off. Or that
Oh,
Joss had
so
slid away in the
newspapers
kitchen
still
while-
exist? Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, they're called
Josh
stream
doesn't know the
sheets.
first thing about cooking.
In 2020, they
Actually, I
are
like
basically
to
a public
torture
fax machine
foodstuffs. Haven't had many opportunities
that will
lately.
print up a fresh newspaper for you.
Don't mean to spoil a nice day, but I gotta ask. What about Peter Pan?
You're asking if I killed him. We'll talk later, okay?
Sure. No pressure. It's just you know.
I know.
Are you done shopping?
Alright.
Because I don't have the ability
Think
to
you've
press F
stirred
again.
enough? Mind grabbing the rice from the kitchen?
Yes, sir.
No, Randy's always been that way. But I'm sure this didn't help none. You know, his father was a difficult man, too. That's exactly what I told him. But he always got the same speech back. Nobody cares about these kids who don't exactly fit the mold.
Basmati. Nice.
You're on a phone
Those
call. I'm not going to
words, yeah.
interrupt.
Wanted to tear my hair out every time I heard it. And when can I visit again?
Yeah, all the
That's great.
blue fast travel locations are actually
Tomatoes are next.
stream sheet data terms.
Now you can toss in the rice.
Rice is in.
Okay, now this has to bubble and brew. Patio.
Thanks so much. You've been wonderful. Huge help.
There's actually something in the background about people who jack in through to the net through
Grab a chair. And a beer or something else.
It's nice out here.
data terminals suffering
Yeah.
from
Seems all
virus
good.
and other side
Nothing
effects.
bad ever happened.
Kind of neat.
Tell me now about Harris.
I paid him a visit at the hospital.
Cyber effeminate. Yeah. Spoilers, darling.
He's still in a coma?
Yep. In a strange slumber between life and death. An empty shell in a hospital bed.
One shot to the head. Quick and clean.
I had the same thought. It would be so easy.
Like your
I
mom.
pressed the gun to his head and remembered something.
River.
How my parents died. Now, I'm sure you want to hear this.
Yeah, hold on.
What
I don't have to
happened?
drink you pretty, but I do have to
Old
drink
man
this
had a
storyline.
farm, like Harris's dad. But when business took a turn, well... My parents managed to open a small grocery. We lived on the floor above. A loud noise woke us one night. They wanted cash. Register was empty, so they stormed upstairs, forced us all to kneel, and demanded my dad tell him where he hid the money.
River, you don't gotta go on.
Heard sob stories enough?
No, just... This is tough, I can tell. You really don't need to rehash it now.
Okay, yeah. You're probably right.
Just... Harris. What did you do? Had the gun to his head and...
I've ended a few lives in my time. But never like that. Never an execution. Slipped out of the hospital quick. Told myself the case was closed.
That's good. But what now? You're not going back to the PD?
PI has a nice ring to it. Who knows?
Uncle
We'll
River,
see.
you said you'd play with us.
Private investigator.
You
Oh, I've got some
promised.
privates to investigate.
All right.
No,
Let's
not
go.
with the
V?
freakishly
What
designed
are we gonna
children.
play, Uncle
present.
River?
You'll see. Dorian, we're playing. Yeah, Big Trouble in Haywood. Grab your set.
I love this because we're literally maybe a year away from this exact thing. Like, the technology's currently being advertised. Looted police uniform. I mean, not the first time.
Well, what do you think?
Always wanted to try a game like this.
Well. Nice firepower there.
This is no time to get distracted. We can't let that filth get away.
Oh, well, look
John
at you.
McClane.
V, allow me to introduce Captain Joan McClane and Lieutenant Henry Callahan. They're our precinct's best and brightest.
Oh my god,
I always
he's got the
work
same
alone.
coat that
No
River wore
exceptions.
when he was a cop.
Even for you. Yeah, me too.
Oh, I've heard of cops like you. The lone wolf type.
That's right. Thorns in their commander's side.
Us 2 is
Rebels
nearly
play by
there.
their own rules.
Actually, the
I've
newest
been
updates.
suspended 1 time, retired 2 times, and kicked off the force 3 times. I'm getting too old for this. But something always drags you back. The city needs me.
Got a
That's
crash
stupid.
course? Anything I ought to know?
The entire city is sick with crime and corruption. Lawlessness rules the streets. And we're no saints either. Even the police are haunted by the sins of their past. But the city's without hope. No one else would ever dare face El Chamuco and Diablado. Oh, he's the worst. But I know we can beat him. The city's most evilest mastermind ever.
Yeah, yeah.
All
As
right,
if the creepy
let's get
little
to it.
kids couldn't get worse.
Right. All we gotta do is track down El Chamuco and
Creepy little
Diablado
children are
and take out his lackeys
frequently
along the
pretending
way.
to be their actual
He'll
age.
pay for his crimes.
We'll play like 2 teams, us and the kids, but we work toward the same objective. The team with the best result wins.
You don't stand a chance.
AV, just go easy, okay? It's their favorite game.
Sure.
Why can't I get this skin on an actual Lexington? I'd carry it all the time.
Oh, there he is! Get him!
The city's mine! You'll never take her from me!
He's fast, but not fast enough to escape justice. Watch out! It's cronies.
Not half bad.
Is that all you got?
Too slow. Too many donuts. Watch this.
Not done yet.
Next round. Next round.
Yeah,
This
the
way. It must be their rat-infested hideouts. I could smell the more.
I just now realized that popped up around my car. That's pretty good programming there.
Quiet. Too quiet.
It's a trap! They were waiting for us! Not half bad.
Ah! Behind us! Okay, that's all of them. But next time we gotta be faster.
Shit!
Out of the way, citizen!
Ooh, relic malfunction.
Obstructing justice is punishable by law. This is your last warning!
Punishable by
Easy there,
law.
Captain. I'm just passing through.
He's hit! He's hit! Not far now. Don't charge in there, Callahan. I can't afford to lose one of my best men. Don't worry about me.
Ah!
He's hit! He's hit!
That was actually a physical object I just walked over. Come on. My god. It's almost worse than an escort quest in some ways.
Hey! Take that! Okay, I think we got them all. But it's not over yet.
Some last words?
Fine. Out with it, scumbag! I want to see you squirm.
No! Your last words!
Oh, come on. Another ambush?
Okay, so now...
Lunch is ready.
But Mom, you almost had him.
Oh, you'll get him next time.
I did not mean to step up onto that fence,
At least
but
we beat the grown-ups. We're the best.
I'm fine with being
Thanks
up here.
for letting them win. They had fun.
I'm not coming down. I'm fence people now. So the Quest 2 actually, with a couple of its most recent updates, which they've been doing really good job throwing some cool shit into the updates, are, yes, a superhero perch, perfect for Bat Nixon. Have set up the ability to actually use AR, to use the Quest as AR and project your environment around you. So you can have your work desk, for example, in the VR space that is your office. So you can see where your computer is and such. The video quality is still crap because the cameras are meant to track hand units, not actually view through, really, but still pretty cool.
Oh, they're great kids. It's no problem.
Seems they took a liking to you, too.
Hey, food's on the table.
Yeah, but the snack's over here.
So, was your game fun?
Awesome! We kicked their big butts.
The bad guys?
Huh? Oh, yeah, the bad guys, too.
They've actually started releasing
Time to
some
see if
AR
this
games,
tastes as
though,
good as it
too, which is
smells.
cool.
Unemployment's being good to you. You seem good.
River's discovering the joys of family life.
That and police duty. Never a good mix. This here's a way to get some of those years back.
I haven't seen him this untroubled in a while. What about you, V? You got a family? Or just relations?
Grew up in Haywood. Whole street was my family. Neighbors helped each other out. Thought nothing of it.
Yeah,
Well,
I want
you
some
brought my
Cyber
family back
Jambalaya.
to me, and I'm grateful.
If you say so, Joss.
And my brother likes you.
Joss?
Well, why hide it?
Come on, Joss. You don't see wedding bells in my future, surely?
Why not?
Who thinks V and Uncle River make a good couple?
I do.
V just voted.
He is goddamn precious.
Well, that's decided.
Got an 1199. Officer needs backup.
Come on, pull you out of this ambush.
Straight up flustered. Love him. I gotta say, between the relation options for male V and female V gets the best ones. She gets Judy Alvarez, and she gets Detective River Ward.
Thanks, Joss.
Yeah, thanks.
Male gets Pan Am Palmer, who's pretty cool, don't get me wrong. But it's also kind of a bitch.
Situation was getting dicey.
That's what partners are for. You were about a hair's breadth away from having to look at photo albums.
He just walked through his own fucking truck. Come on. God damn it. I'm giving this game a compliment. Son of a bitch. Can you not glitch while I'm trying to give this game a compliment? Fuck. Y'all saw that, right? Tell me I'm not alone. Yeah, Palmer riding her invisible bike off. It can't take the praise. Yeah, tragic. But the other option is, or the other option for male is, Kara Eurodyne, who, in and of himself, is an okay guy. Probably the best member of the Samurai, but he's also old as fuck and...
What are we looking at?
Member of the
Water
Samurai?
Great spot.
Great for what?
For, you know, the views.
The view.
And jobs.
Right.
This way. Oh, fuck. Gate's stuck again. Gonna fix it one of these days. Let me give you a boost. Climb over, open it from the other side.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
I really was hoping he would just yeet her ass over the fence and you take falling damage. Yeah, this is the gate. I get it. Need to...
Just push.
Here we go.
Okay.
On our way. Area's not bad, actually.
Got blocked by that.
Dazzle. Make a good first impression, though.
Certainly no Corpo Plaza.
No. But life's livable here. No worse places to raise kids.
Randy's problems with the law. Those didn't pop out of thin air.
True. But Randy takes after his old man. He'd find trouble in a nicer neighborhood, too.
They really want to highlight how nice of an ass he has. After hearing gunfire. You push it open, V.
Apparently the worst city between the
It's
Atlantic
fine.
and
There was
the
a silencer on my revolver. He couldn't hear it.
But I sure do love this view. Find it calming.
Out here, you can't smell the shit corpse dump on the streets. Like the city's their own personal toilet. Shit, flush, repeat.
Poetic. Couldn't have said it better.
They set in the mood there.
Got something for you.
Bullet?
Wow. What's the occasion?
Aiming to close the door. A stage of my life is done. This thing holds too many memories. Won't let me do that. It'll serve you better.
Thank you.
Just promise you won't blow your foot off.
oddly specific request.
Josh's husband did it, drunk. This very spot.
Which made this your special spot? Family landmark?
Something of the kind.
Uh,
All right, V. You know why we're here, don't you?
Hand job.
Say you do. Please, don't string me along.
Ever feel alone?
Of course I do. But doubt I'm cut out for relationships.
I doubt you know who you're talking to. Me? I'm a master of disastrous relationships.
I'll need some evidence.
Booked a skydiving experience for this one guy I was dating, and he never came back.
Oh, V. I'm sorry. I know what it means when somebody close dies.
Dies? No. Just falling out of that plane, he fell in love with his instructor. Smashed one relationship to pieces, along with the fucker's jaw.
Why? What'd he do?
Said I was too aggressive for him. Kidding. He had a side bitch. Caught him fucking between the sheets I'd bought.
Oof. Classic.
Was only ever in love once. I was a shithead. While he was great.
But...
Well, he had quirks between the sheets, I mean. Found that out later. Couldn't get hard without a mask on. And not the Venetian carnival kind, but US presidents. A closet full.
The hell?
Had to dump him. Could only fuck Honest Abe so many times.
You made that up. Go on, admit it.
No, seriously.
Nice story. But it don't beat my last serious liaison.
What did you do?
I am actually seeing quite a few
shot her.
frames drop
Shut
at
up.
the moment.
Had no choice. Found ourselves standing on opposite sides of the law. But don't worry, never made it a habit. I'm done shooting the women I date.
Let's just give it a moment. Might be traffic on my network. Downside to having roommates, right? Actually, last time when my network was diving at the end of a session, it turns out my roommate had a work meeting, and they really like to see your lovely face on those webcams. So everybody's webcam was open. So everybody was trying to get their webcam, like trying to push video data, while I was trying to push video data. In fact, it was the same freaking time of night. Like, I cut that one short because it was 11. It was 7:50. Getting stats are good otherwise, but frame rate or dropped frames went from 0.8 to we are already up to 1.7 just off of what's happened in the last few. So I do apologize. Is audio coming through okay at least? Drink the chat. Yeah. They just put it right under the window. Yeah, we're gonna be having frames drop for another few minutes. Mostly just audio at this point, though.
I see what you're doing, River.
And how am I doing? Do I stand a chance?
Dude, I'm wet and you're a program.
Just don't fall in love with me.
Too late, V. Too late.
you're... It's a good thing this is where the frame rate drops, because y'all don't need to see this. How y'all doing? Having a good night? It's actually a really adorable scene because you're constantly, like, trying to keep quiet because you're in the same trailer as the kids and sister. Oh man, my hair just blinked out. That's funny. So, how about them sports ball teams? Any plans for the weekend? I mean, it's Christmas, of course. I guess that counts. No, it's my roommate is probably on a work video call, so it's dropping frames like mad. But this is also during the scene I can't show on Twitch, so that's fine. Also, hi Doppel, welcome back. I'm so glad I programmed this hotkey. Yeah, my roommate works late shift, real late. Well, real late for an office. Just want to point out. River's tank top. A, probably going to be wearing this. B, suddenly fuck the police has taken a whole new meaning. What? I'll upgrade that right now. Be pointing something. Yeah, Rock, it is me. It's on my end. Should be... No, I'm still in the red. That's actually... Glasses. Coat. Suppose pants are a requirement. But yeah, boyfriend tank top.
Christ, V. Can't believe you're making me fuck a cop. Gonna go plug my ears, gouge out my eyes.
Hey, coffee will be ready in a jiff.
Oh, Preem. Talked in your sleep, you know?
Yeah? I dreamt of a warehouse, searching containers in it.
Warehouse must have been huge. You were loud.
Taste it. Best coffee you've ever had, I bet.
I love the fact that you used that one, Doppel.
Best jambalaya, best coffee.
Clearly, when I get emotes, I'm gonna have to make one
coming.
myself.
And?
Just that.
So, I've been thinking.
What?
Last night, you and me. Is this going anywhere, you know, longer term?
Listen, River. What happened... It was real. It was good.
But...
I can't make any plans for the future. There's this thing...
that you couldn't tell me about. I know. Call it veteran cop intuition. It's why I tried to tell you something yesterday.
Oh,
myself.
y'all are
To give me courage, boost it.
quite a bit behind me, actually.
No. So you'd know exactly how fucked up I am. Give you a chance to consider if you even want me.
River, I'm dying. Wanna haggle on? Try to outdo that?
What?
Wasn't just me you spent the night with. Sharing headspace with a construct I caught like some disease. All because of an experimental Arasaka biochip.
Construct? You mean like somebody's mind?
Mm-hmm. An engram of Johnny Silverhand. Yes, that Silverhand. And it's getting worse.
But... Sorry, still not following you.
He's displacing my own neural net, River. Gradually destroying my brain.
But it's reversible, right? There's no way it could actually kill you.
Actually, doesn't look promising. Need to excise him. Get him out of my brain before it's too late.
Shit.
Still want to be my boyfriend?
Who do you take me for? Of course I do.
Fucking
Doesn't change a
precious.
thing. Question is, what do you want? Are you willing to give this a shot?
Fuck yes. Also, this dude was my
works,
lock screen for like
River.
the longest time.
I like being around you. Let's give it a try.
Specifically from right here.
Try.
But if it doesn't work, we'll still be friends, right?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay?
Sure. Yeah.
Good morning. Not intruding, I hope. The generator. You remember, right?
Oh, fuck. Need me to fix it now?
Yeah, now. Then we go to the hospital. I'd rather have everything ready for when Randy gets back.
Don't mind me, and tell Randy I said hello.
Oh, damn. Oh, sorry, V. Will I see you later?
Yeah, sure.
Have a good day, then.
He uses that "yeah, sure" line an awful lot. Yeah, sure.
What's up with the generator?
I don't know, but electricity's out. And then his room needs tidying.
I'm supposed to do that?
I know how it sounds, but this one time, please.
Also, it's not like you're working, buddy. I mean, you're working it. Brother better thank a mother for a butt like. Looks like I am still dropping frames and having some pretty bad lag. We did what we came here for, which is the important part. Gonna slow strut back to my SUV on steroids and crack at the same time. Plus it's red and black, so it's super edgy.
Hey, Judy, what's up?
V, can you come over, stat?
Something happen?
Yeah. Just come.
And with that mood-killing ass message, I think that's actually where we're gonna call it. And, yeah, I might... That's gonna be the continuation of the Evelyn Parker arc. Go ahead and save here while I am thinking of it. So, my darlings. Switching back to chat, even though y'all are a couple minutes behind me. Yeah. So those are probably two of my favorite jobs. Because one, working on the Paralysis Mystery, really atmospheric AF, sets up a lot. Absolutely fucked up. Like, the fact that that guy's just watching you, Mr. Blue Eyes. Just watching you. You know it. And you can't shoot him. I know it's probably just to keep you from popping an NPC that might come up later or something like that. It's flagged as friendly, but it really just... He's messing with people's brains. They've got... Or his organization's messing with people's brains. They've gotten into... God damn it, Alter. Winning numbers are 12, 14, 69. Nice. Don't eat any fish tomorrow. Wasn't planning on it, but I'll make sure. But the fact that you can't pop him, they're messing with people's memories, screwing with their heads, like completely rewiring them. And he's gotten into your head twice, and now you can't shoot him. That's the impressive part. And we're back in the green at 8:04, so that does tell me that my roommate's meeting went long, but that was what it was. I'll have to keep that in mind. They are probably doing Monday meetings, and he can't not turn on his camera because forced participation. But River, I mean, come on. Y'all saw it. Y'all saw why River's story arc is well worth it. Actually, you know what? Let me bring up the game real quick, because there's one thing we didn't take a look at. Let's see here. Inventory. First of all, where's my sword? There's my sword. Second, swap from Overture to Crash. Ah. Charging for a brief time while aiming enables full auto mode, decreases recoil and bullet spread, decreases fire rate. That's kind of cool. We'll give that a spin. Why not? Suppressor. Need to craft some food or crunch times. Need 4 of them because we're going to be upgrading Crash to Epic immediately, because why would we not? There we go. Inventory, more like inventory. It's also just a pretty skin on it. Looks cool. Crunch, crunch. Don't overwrite the crunch, you idiot. Why do you not just fill that extra slot there? Oh wow, it's actually, that can't be accurate. Well, anyway. I am sorry that you missed most of it, Rock. Glad that you were here, though, for at least enough of it. You were here, you showed your support, you came by chat. That's the best part. Let's go back to chatting. I'm just glad to have y'all here, really. Once again, I cannot stress, and I know I say this every time, but I'm just glad to have people here, glad to be chatting with you, because I'd probably be playing single-player games anyway. Having someone to talk to, that's even better. And if no one's there, having an excuse to talk to myself like I'm a goddamn psychopath, fine too. This has been another edition of Monday Night Metal. Might switch it when we're through with Cyberpunk to Monday Night Melee, I do have For Honor downloaded and installed, and I think I'm getting Blade and Sorcery, the VR game. Because that thing looks fantastic. But we'll see what happens after Cyberpunk anyway. Because that's going to be a completely different world. It'll be like a new year, in that there's at least 3 more sessions worth of content remaining. I don't know what I'm going to do with the remaining Evelyn Parker story. I already know what's going to happen next. It's just right into the suicide and dark stuff again. I just go ahead and put it onto the stream. Got most of it out of the way. There's not much left. Actually, we're technically at the halfway point of considering, but as far as the dark stuff, not much left. And once again, for those who missed it the first time, 1-2-22, so not this Sunday, but next Sunday is my 3D debut. There'll be fun, there'll be 3D, there'll probably be scuff, some sort of games, probably Jackbox, because I think it's free. Probably free. But I shall now release ye all into the wild. Let me see who's up. And, Sulfurish is here. But we've also got, well, Brutal doesn't need anybody. Yeah, let's eat you all over at Sulfurish. She is a part of, Radio Overcoat's collective. Mostly does VR rhythm games. Currently playing, Audica, which is a VR rhythm shooty game. But looks quite good, actually. Let's get that raid going. Thing. Yeah. Channels for mature audiences, which, I mean, considering what we just did, seems reasonable. Don't have a raid message, but I mean, I never do. It's one of those things I need to figure out, I guess. Either way, y'all have yourselves a lovely night, and metal over meat, motherfuckers.